In a season of heavy downpour, construction sites are under siege. Time schedules are disrupted, milestones missed as the floods redefine the construction landscape. The construction kingdom delves into the strategies to deal with the unforgiving grip of flooding. All over the world, leaders and media outlets are warning citizens over the impending torrents. Raging waters unveil the flood waves of chaos, with far-reaching impacts on the environment and people's lifestyle. From habitat destruction, overwhelming sewage systems, soil erosion, contamination, and to disruption of natural processes, the devastating effects of deluge cannot be underestimated. The global construction industry is the epicenter of the floodwaters' onslaught, displacement, home damage, and disruption of construction activities is inevitable. What strategies can the construction team employ to navigate through the risks of heavy rainfall? Strategy 1. Expedite exposed and risky outdoor works. Exposed foundations, heavy earthworks and roofs whose construction is ongoing are prone to disruption and flooding. Hasten progress and cover them up. This will mitigate against stalling of construction processes and the costly dewatering of foundations. Strategy 2. Modify construction schedule. Adjust the construction schedule to account for heavy downpour. Prioritize indoor or covered activities during rainy periods, and plan for outdoor work when the weather improves. For example, all external civil works should be rescheduled to start or resume later during dry weather, and internal works given prominence. This strategy mitigates against reduced site productivity due to unfavorable weather, prevents redundancy, and promotes optimum resource utilization. Strategy 3. Maintain proper drainage. Ensure well-designed and properly functioning drainage system. Proper trenching, unblock storm drains. Inspect and clean the drains regularly. Maintain downspouts and gutters. This strategy ensures an efficient diversion of water away from construction sites and buildings, thereby significantly reducing the risk of flooding. Strategy 4. Create diversion channels. Construct temporary diversion channels or trenches to redirect water away from critical areas or vulnerable sections of the site. The channel's exterior of the site boundaries would be recommended, where off-site storm water is projected to find its way to the project site. These channels can help minimize the accumulation of water and prevent flooding. Strategy 5. Secure construction materials and sensitive works. Store construction materials in covered areas, or use waterproof coverings to protect them from rain. Use flood barriers and sandbags during heavy rains to divert water away from vulnerable material storage spots. Use permeable materials like porous pavement, gravel or permeable pavers for walkways to material stores. Protect susceptible materials and works by ensuring proper window glazing and lock-up door openings. Utilize water-resistant paints, sealants and coatings to protect structures from water damage. Strategy 6. Maintain proper site access. Ensure that construction site access roads are well maintained and properly graded. Proper grading helps prevent water from accumulating near foundations, reducing the risk of basement flooding. Additionally, proper grading prevents excessive mud accumulation and facilitate the movement of vehicles and machinery during heavy rain. Implement permeable surfaces for walkways and common areas. This allows rainwater to infiltrate into the ground, reducing runoff and preventing pooling. Strategy 7. Promote safety measures. Emphasize safety protocols during heavy downpours. Provide workers with appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE such as raincoats, boots, and non-slip footwear. Implement additional safety measures, such as increased lighting and caution signs to prevent accidents in reduced visibility conditions. Secure loose materials. Reinforce and regularly inspect platforms and scaffoldings. Provide and maintain clean eating spaces for the workers. The safety of the workers should be a top priority during the heavy downpour. Strategy 8. Provide temporary shelters. Erect temporary shelters or canopies over sensitive work areas to protect workers, equipment and materials from direct exposure to rain. This can help maintain productivity during light to moderate rainfall. It is essential to have service providers on site with proper access to their temporary structure. Strategy 9. Create green spaces. This is the time to carry out landscaping, planting of trees, creation of gardens and parks. These areas act as natural absorption zones, helping to capture and retain water, maintain trees, shrubs, and vegetation. They help reduce erosion and enhance the overall resilience of the area. Incorporate rain gardens or bioswales that can absorb excess water during heavy downpours. Strategy 10. Install rainwater harvesting systems. Consider installing rainwater harvesting systems for future use, especially in irrigation and landscaping. Rain barrels or underground bulk storage tanks are appropriate. These systems collect rainwater, reducing the burden on drainage systems and mitigating flooding. Develop retention ponds to collect and store excess water during heavy downpour. These ponds provide temporary storage and gradually release water. Strategy 11. Implement dewatering system. Like a hidden adversary, water threatens to undermine the stability of the foundation, thereby jeopardizing the entire structure. Let the engineers diligently study the soil composition, groundwater levels, hydrological conditions and plan the most effective dewatering strategy. Some strategies to use here include well point dewatering, where a series of small wells or boreholes are strategically installed around the construction site. They act as suction points, drawing water from the surrounding soil and lowering the groundwater table. Sump pumping is ideal for deep excavations, while interceptor drains are desirable to direct water to designated drainage paths. This is a battle against nature's wrath. Prepare for a disaster. Join us in our next episode as we document the flooding chaos.